Welcome to another Monday. Let's get it out of the way right away. I know I've been doing this to you guys a lot recently, but because of illness, my child's illness, working evening weather on Friday and doing morning and noon weather today, it was incredibly hard to fit in Space Jam 2. But I promise that'll be next week's because I'll be on vacation, so that's one I can pre-tape at the end of this week. So, all excuses aside this week, we'll be jumping 2 weeks back, which is fitting since today's movie deals with jumping backwards and forwards through time. Chris Pratt isn't playing Star-Lord in this one, but still has some aliens to battle, so let's take a look at the Amazon Prime original movie, The Tomorrow War. Our movie begins in present day with former soldier turned schoolteacher Dan Forrester, played by Chris Pratt. He's a family man who strives to raise his daughter much better than his estranged father raised him. But this is a night like no other. Suddenly, soldiers from the future appear, and through television they inform the world that they are from 2051. 30 years from now, humanity is losing a global war to violent alien invaders. We are on our last leg, and the only hope is to draft people from now to go forward and fight the war. Dan gets drafted and promises his daughter Miri that he'll be back. Each draft tour lasts 7 days in the future, and if you are still alive when the time is up, you will automatically be transported back. We see the trauma that those that return face, but Dan is doing it to save his family. Immediately upon transporting to the future, things go haywire, and Dan and his team have to perform a rescue mission, finally meeting their adversaries face to face. Upon escaping the immediate threat, Dan is teamed up with a brilliant future scientist whose plan is to develop a toxin and send it back to the past with him so he can stop the war from ever happening. As the movie progresses, we see action aplenty as Dan and crew in 2051 have to fight the alien hordes. We see humanity being overtaken, but a toxin is synthesized. Dan finds out things about his past and sees things that shock him to his core. Upon returning to the present, he has the toxin, and even though it's being mass-produced, he's not quite sure what to do with it. He must team up with his estranged father and the surviving members of his team to make sure what he has seen unfold never comes to be. So, what to say about this one? I'll tell you what, even with a lot of its predictability, it's an extremely fun watch. I feel like it's almost a part of the same universe as Edge of Tomorrow because the aliens look just like organic forms of the aliens in that movie. Don't get me wrong, there are a few glaring plot holes, but the movie isn't enjoyable enough that you find yourself trying to justify them to yourself. I think most of the enjoyment comes from the cast. Chris Pratt is great once again and makes you chuckle, but he isn't the sole comic relief in this one. Sam Richardson kills it, making you laugh in the tensest of moments, and I think he's the character that most of us would relate to in this one. J.K. Simmons is always a lot of fun and is amazing in the somewhat small amount of screen time he has. So as I said, this extremely likable cast allows you to overlook some plot holes, while at the same time, the movie is able to pretty smartly avoid others that would have been easy to fall into. Overall, it's a fun ride, and the fact that it comes free on Prime is definitely a win. I can think of much worse ways to spend a couple of hours. Just go in knowing that there are a couple of cliches that will stand right out. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.